Hello, welcome to the Warriors channel. Don't forget to like the video and turn on notifications to stay updated on all the NBA news, the Warriors, and the most inspiring basketball stories. Today, we are going to talk about a young talent who is making waves in sports rumors, Kai Sotto, a name that could be on the verge of shining with the Golden State Warriors. Kai Sotto is not just another player with impressive height. Standing at 2.18 meters, he combines this physical advantage with a refined skill set and an agility that defies expectations. These traits make Kai a rare player in modern basketball, where versatility and multifunctionality are key. Despite his youth, Kai has already gained a respectable amount of experience in international leagues. He has showcased his skills in the Australian and Japanese leagues, constantly refining his technique and standing out as a well-rounded center. His ability to protect the rim, grab rebounds, and finish with precision has caught the attention of scouts worldwide. But Kai goes beyond his defensive abilities. He has a mid-range shot that sets him apart from other centers of his generation, offering tactical options that could revolutionize any team. In the Philippines, basketball is much more than a sport, it is a national passion. Kai is seen as an ambassador of this fervor, carrying on his shoulders the pride of a nation and the responsibility of breaking barriers for Filipino players on the international stage. Meanwhile, the Golden State Warriors are facing a dilemma: the need to strengthen their front court. Known for their fast-paced style of play based on quick movement and long-range shooting, the Warriors have struggled with the lack of a physical presence in the paint in recent years. Kai Sotto could be the missing piece in this puzzle. With his impressive physique and adaptable skills, Kai would be a valuable addition to the roster. Not only would he help balance the team's dynamic, but he would also bring new tactical possibilities for Coach Steve Kerr. Beyond the on-court impact, Kai's arrival would have a profound cultural significance. The Filipino community is one of the largest in the San Francisco Bay Area, and his presence on the team would strengthen the emotional ties between these fans and the franchise. If he joins the Warriors, Kai would have the chance to learn from legends like Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, in addition to benefiting from the environment created by one of the most respected coaches in the league, Steve Kerr. He would have the ideal setting to further develop his skills and adapt to the fast-paced and competitive nature of the NBA. However, the transition to the NBA is challenging. Kai will need to prove that he can compete against the best in the world, particularly in terms of defensive mobility and adapting to the fast-paced style of play in the league. For the Warriors, betting on Kai in the 2025 draft would be a bold yet strategic move. It would be an opportunity to not only improve their roster, but also connect even more with the global audience, especially in Asia, where basketball is growing in popularity. Kai's story goes beyond the court. He represents a milestone in the globalization of basketball, breaking barriers and inspiring millions of fans in the Philippines and around the world. His journey proves that talent and determination can overcome any challenges, creating new paths for future athletes. If selected in the NBA draft, Kai would not just be a player, but also a symbol of national pride. His entry into the league would be a historic moment, highlighting the growing role of basketball as a global sport. For the Filipino community in the San Francisco Bay Area, seeing Kai wear the Warriors' blue and gold jersey would be a dream come true. He would not just be another athlete on the team, he would be a cultural bridge, strengthening the bond between Filipino fans and the franchise. This cultural connection would also benefit the NBA as a whole. Having Kai on an iconic team like the Warriors would strengthen the league's presence in Asian markets, further expanding its global audience. The Warriors' style of play, known for its fluidity and emphasis on three-point shooting, could benefit greatly from the inclusion of a versatile center like Kai. His presence in the paint would not only bring balance to the team, but it would also open up new strategic possibilities. With guidance from veterans like Curry and Green, Kai would have the opportunity to grow not only as a player but also as a leader. He would learn to navigate the challenges of the NBA, refining his technique and strengthening his mindset. As the 2025 draft approaches, the eyes of the world are on Kai. Scouts highlight his unique combination of height, technical ability, and international experience, making him one of the most intriguing prospects of his generation. For the Warriors, this could be a golden opportunity. Adding Kai to the roster would be more than a tactical move. It would be a statement of future vision, incorporating diversity and talent into the team. The role of the center in the NBA has evolved drastically over the last few decades. If centers were once seen as static players positioned in the paint only for rebounds and rim protection, today they are required to be versatile athletes, capable of contributing both defensively and offensively. In this scenario, Kai Sotto emerges as a rare piece. His ability to play in the paint while also contributing with mid-range shots places him as a modern center, perfectly suited to the demands of today's NBA. For the Warriors, who have been criticized for their lack of impact in the paint, Kai would be a strategic addition, allowing for greater balance between external and internal plays. With players like Draymond Green offering defensive leadership and Stephen Curry creating space offensively, Kai would have the ideal environment to adapt and grow. He could fill important gaps and turn the Warriors into an even more unpredictable team for their opponents. Kai's story is also an inspiration for millions of young athletes. Many players face rejections in their careers, but Kai used these experiences as fuel to grow. From the start of his journey in the Philippines to his stints in international leagues, he has demonstrated resilience and an unwavering will to improve. These traits are exactly what the Warriors value in promising players. Beyond technical talent, the franchise prioritizes athletes who demonstrate character and a winning mindset, and Kai fits perfectly into this profile. If selected in the draft, he will have the chance to prove that he belongs at the highest level of the sport. More than that, he will be able to inspire young people around the world, showing that dreams can be achieved with dedication and perseverance. With the Warriors' star core aging, the 2025 draft represents a crucial opportunity for the franchise to renew its roster. While Stephen Curry and Draymond Green remain key, it is clear that the team needs to plan for the future. Kai could be a central piece in this rejuvenation process. He would bring not only youth, but also unique skills that would complement the Warriors' style of play. Additionally, his inclusion on the team would mark the beginning of a new era, maintaining the dynamic and innovative essence of the franchise. Beyond his on-court contribution, Kai could bring significant benefits to the Warriors' brand off the court. With a massive fan base in the Philippines and other parts of Asia, his presence on the team would increase the franchise's global reach. This emotional connection cannot be underestimated. For Filipino fans, seeing Kai on the Warriors would be more than just following a standout player. It would be a moment of representation and national pride. This would strengthen the NBA's relationship with growing international markets, further expanding the sport's impact around the world. With rumors gaining strength, it is evident that Kai has already caught the attention of NBA scouts. His height, technical skills, and international experience are factors that cannot be ignored. But would he really fit into the Warriors' strategy? Coach Steve Kerr has always emphasized the importance of intelligent and versatile players. With Kai, the team would gain a center who not only protects the rim, but also contributes offensively, whether with points in the paint or mid-range shots. If well-developed, Kai could even redefine the Warriors' style of play, adding a new dimension to the team without compromising their identity of speed and precision in shooting. Kai's presence in the NBA would be a milestone in basketball history. He would become one of the few Filipino players to reach this level, opening doors for other talents from the country and further increasing the league's diversity. The NBA has invested heavily in expanding its fan base in international markets, and Kai would be a key piece in this strategy. His story, combined with his talent, would make him not only a player but also an ambassador of the sport. For the Warriors, having him on the team would mean more than just a signing. It would be an opportunity to lead a global movement, reinforcing the message that basketball is a sport for everyone, regardless of origin or culture. With the draft approaching, expectations are high. Will the Warriors take the bold step of selecting Kai Sotto, or will another team recognize his potential and pick him first? One thing is certain, Kai is a unique talent, and his journey is already an example of determination in overcoming obstacles. Regardless of where he plays, his entry into the NBA will be a historic moment, both for him and for Filipino basketball. For Warriors fans, the possibility of seeing Kai on the team is an exciting prospect. He would not only contribute to the team's success, but also represent a significant cultural link, connecting the franchise to millions of new fans around the world. The NBA draft is a crucial moment for both teams and players. For the teams, it's the chance to strengthen their roster and plan for the future. For the players, it's the realization of a dream that involves years of hard work, sacrifice, and determination. For Kai Sotto, being selected by a franchise like the Warriors would not only be a personal milestone, but also an event with great cultural and sporting impact. The Warriors, who have historically bet on unique talents often outside traditional norms, have the reputation of turning young prospects into global stars. But the path to the NBA requires more than just talent. One must demonstrate adaptability, mental resilience, and the ability to perform under intense pressure. Kai has shown these qualities in his stints in international leagues, but the NBA is a completely different scenario. If the Warriors choose to select him, they would be taking on not only a sporting commitment, but also a cultural one, reinforcing the globalization of basketball and the franchise's role as a pioneer in connecting cultures. Entering the NBA is just the beginning of a long journey. For Kai, the real work will begin after the draft. He will need to adjust to the fast-paced and physical style of play in the league, as well as learn to deal with more experienced and athletic players. With the technical support of Steve Kerr and guidance from veterans like Draymond Green, Kai would have an invaluable opportunity to evolve. The Warriors are known for their individual development approach, creating systems that maximize each player's skills. Kai could benefit greatly from this philosophy. Learning to read the game at high speed, improving his defensive mobility, and refining his long-range shooting are steps that would make him an even more complete center. Kai's entry into the NBA would represent much more than statistics or individual achievements. He would become a symbol of hope and inspiration for millions of young people around the world, especially in the Philippines, where basketball is more than just a sport. It's a national passion. For many, Kai's journey is proof that it is possible to overcome barriers and reach the greatest stages, no matter where you start. His story resonates with the aspirations of so many others who dream of being part of the NBA, but face financial, cultural, or infrastructure challenges. Kai's presence on the Warriors would also have social implications in the United States, especially in the San Francisco Bay Area, which is home to one of the largest Filipino communities in the country. He would become a powerful link between the team and this community, promoting greater integration and engagement. The Warriors are known for their small ball approach, where speed and three-point shooting are prioritized over traditional presence in the paint. However, this strategy has shown limitations, especially against teams that dominate the physical game near the basket. With Kai, the Warriors could add a new dimension to their style of play. His presence in the paint would not only bolster defense, but also open up new offensive possibilities. He would be a threat in both pick and rolls and post-up situations, forcing opponents to rethink their defensive strategies. Additionally, his ability to shoot from mid-range fits perfectly with the Warriors' philosophy of spacing the floor. This would allow him to contribute without disrupting the offensive flow, maintaining the team's identity while adding versatility. The NBA is in a moment of transition, with more and more international players standing out and shaping the future of the league. Athletes like Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Luka Doncic are examples of how globalized basketball is redefining the standards. Kai Sotto has the potential to join this elite group, representing not only his country, but also the next generation of global talent. His entry into the league would be an important step in continuing this movement, showing that talent can come from anywhere in the world. For the Warriors, incorporating Kai into the roster would be more than just a sporting decision. It would be a strategic move that would strengthen the franchise's image as innovative and connected to the global scene. Despite all the excitement, Kai's journey won't be easy. The NBA is highly competitive, and he will face physical and technical challenges that he hasn't encountered in previous leagues. Adaptation will be key, and he will need to prove he can compete at the highest level. The Warriors, in turn, will need to be patient and provide the right environment for his development. They have already shown success in this aspect with players like Jordan Poole and Jonathan Kuminga, and they could do the same with Kai. If he is willing to learn and dedicate himself, the rewards could be immense, not only for him but also for the franchise and its fans. Kai Sotto's future is still being built, but one thing is certain. He has already made history by putting the Philippines on the map of global basketball. Now, with the eyes of the world on him, the next step will be decisive. If the Warriors select him in the draft, they will be betting on a player with unique potential and an inspiring story. For Kai, this will be the opportunity to show that he belongs on the greatest basketball stage while representing millions of fans around the world. If you're as excited as we are about this story, keep following our channel. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates about Kai, the Warriors, and the NBA. So, would you like more content about Kai's impact on the NBA or behind-the-scenes stories from the Warriors? Let us know in the comments.